afternoon and welcome to Pakistan Today from our Islamabad studio. I'm Chris Taylor. Our top story, Chief of Defense Forces and Army Chief Field Marshal Asim Munir has concluded high-level talks with Iranian leadership in Tehran, with both sides reporting encouraging progress toward a broader understanding on key regional issues. According to ISPR, the discussions focused on regional de-escalation, the Strait of Hormuz, Iran's nuclear program, sanctions relief, and guarantees against renewed military action. Officials described the meetings as positive and constructive, saying they contributed meaningfully to ongoing diplomatic efforts aimed at ensuring peace and stability in the region. During the visit, Field Marshal Asim Munir met Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian, Parliament Speaker Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf, Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi, and Interior Minister Iskandar Momeini. Pakistan continues to intensify diplomatic coordination alongside regional partners as negotiations between Iran and the United States remain under international scrutiny. Meanwhile, Iran's ambassador to Pakistan, Reza Amiri-Moghadam, has praised Islamabad's mediation efforts and expressed cautious optimism over the direction of ongoing negotiations. The ambassador said Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi congratulated him on the outcomes of recent diplomatic engagements following his return from Tehran. Reza Amiri-Moghadam stated that further progress could be expected if all parties demonstrated sufficient commitment to dialogue. He added that the developments reflected the resilience of the Iranian nation and armed forces, while also highlighting Pakistan's constructive role in facilitating diplomatic engagement in the region. In the United States, President Donald Trump says Washington and Tehran are moving closer toward a possible agreement over Iran's nuclear program. Speaking in an interview with CBS News, President Trump said progress in negotiations was improving daily and expressed confidence about the ongoing talks. He stated that any future agreement would ensure Iran's enriched uranium was handled satisfactorily, although he declined to provide further details. President Trump also stressed that he would only approve a deal if all American objectives were fully achieved. A new Congressional Research Service report has revealed significant U.S. military losses during Operation Epic Fury, the 40-day conflict against Iran launched earlier this year. According to the report, the United States lost or damaged 42 military aircraft during the operation. The losses included fighter jets, helicopters, surveillance aircraft, refueling planes, and drones. Among the incidents highlighted were 4 F-15E Strike Eagles lost during the conflict, including 3 reportedly downed by friendly fire over Kuwait. The report also stated that an A-10 attack aircraft was destroyed in combat operations, while an F-35A stealth fighter sustained damage from Iranian ground fire. Analysts say the findings have renewed concerns over military readiness, replacement costs, and the Pentagon's ability to sustain prolonged operations in contested airspace. Back here in Pakistan, humanitarian worker Saad Edhi has returned safely to Karachi after being detained by Israeli forces during the interception of the global Sumud flotilla in international waters earlier this week. Edhi arrived at Jinnah International Airport after being deported from Israel to Turkey, along with other foreign activists aboard the vessel. Supporters and family members gathered in large numbers to welcome him home with flower petals and garlands. For more on this story, we go to our correspondent Clara Bennett in Karachi.
Chris, emotional scenes unfolded here at Jinnah International Airport as Saad Edhi arrived back in Karachi following his detention during the flotilla mission. Supporters chanted slogans and embraced him upon his arrival, expressing relief over his safe return. Family members thanked the Pakistani government and diplomatic officials for their efforts in securing his release and return. Saad Edhi briefly addressed the crowd, saying humanitarian work for vulnerable communities would continue despite the challenges faced during the mission. Security remained tight at the airport as large crowds gathered throughout the evening.
Thank you, Clara Bennett, reporting from Karachi. In Saudi Arabia, the Ministry of Defense has activated enhanced aerial security measures for Hajj pilgrims in and around Makkah. Officials say anti-aircraft guns, surface-to-air missile systems, and advanced radar systems have been deployed near Masjid al-Haram and surrounding areas. Saudi authorities say both ground and aerial surveillance capabilities have been strengthened to ensure the safety of millions of pilgrims arriving from across the world during the Hajj season. The measures form part of a wider national security plan plan aimed at maintaining peace and protecting worshippers throughout the pilgrimage period. And finally, Pakistan's National Disaster Management Authority has issued a warning over possible glacial lake outburst floods, landslides, and heavy rainfall in northern regions between May 26th and May 31st. The NDMA says rising temperatures and rapidly melting glaciers have increased the risk of flooding and landslides across Gilgit-Baltistan, Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and Azad Kashmir. Authorities warn that several key routes, including the Karakoram Highway, Naran Road, and Skardu Road, may face temporary closures due to landslides and flood-like conditions. Tourists and residents have been advised to remain cautious as thunderstorms, heavy rain, and possible hailstorms are expected in multiple northern districts over the coming days. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today. I'm Chris Taylor.